morning, Backyard Buddies. It is Friday, April 10th. What did you think of the snow this morning? Did you see it when you woke up? I opened up my drapes in my bedroom and saw the snow. I sang the Sky Bear song, and look at what I was able to make. I made a mega gigantic snowball that I'm gonna throw at my husband later on. It'll be great. He won't expect it at all. So it is a fairly chilly, windy morning this morning. I'm sitting actually out on my front porch. I'm gonna sit in the sun because that's gonna warm me up a little bit, and I was afraid that the wind out in my backyard would just blow everything around. So we're gonna have our little class on my front porch this morning. I hope you're continuing to fill out your April weather tree. I think today I'm gonna color the leaf red for wind. It is quite windy today. We are going to finish up our week about sticks, and I hope you had fun thinking about an ending to our Stickman story yesterday. Thanks to Mr. C, who posted what he thought would happen to Stickman. It was a fabulous ending, so thank you, Mr. C. Now, I would encourage all of you to maybe visit some of our parks this weekend, take a wonderful walk as a family or a hike in the woods. I want to make sure that everyone knows that our Johnny Appleseed parks are still open, all of them except for one. Fort Amanda is not open, and that's just because that park is actually owned by the Ohio History Connection and managed by our park district. So that's the only park that's closed. Make sure you get out and enjoy the parks. You cannot play on the playground, but there's still great fun to be had just by taking some hikes. And I don't know about you, but when I go out on walks and hikes, I always find lots of fun treasures, things that I want to just keep and take along. And today we are going to make something that will help you keep some of those fun treasures you see while you're out on a hike or a walk. And to do this, you need to find a special stick that's in the shape of a Y. I hope you can see that okay. It needs to be a good solid stick. I tried to do this with this little Y-shaped stick, and it broke. It was too thin. So make sure you find a nice solid Y-shaped stick, just like this. And what we're going to do is make a little treasure keeper. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to tie some twine or string, or if you have yarn, you can use yarn, and tie that around so that when you're out on a walk, you can tuck and weave little treasures in your treasure keeper. How fun is this? So I'm going to show you how to actually do that. I'm going to use this nice solid Y stick right here. And as I mentioned, you can use yarn. If you've got some yarn around the house, you can use some twine, you can use some string. It doesn't matter. And I'm going to use twine for this. I'm going to start by tying it in a knot right below where the Y starts. Right. And then we're going to take it and sort of weave it back and forth in a figure 8. That's what you're aiming for. So we're going to start down at the bottom, and actually I'm going to wrap it around twice to kind of keep it nice and tight. And then we're going to come up and around and wind it around twice here. And then up and through, wind it around twice. And up and through, and back and forth. Winding it around twice helps to keep the twine in place so it doesn't slide around too much. And as I mentioned, you're kind of doing it in a figure 8, up and down as you go back and forth. All right, that was easy enough. And we're just going to tie it off at the top. It doesn't have to be anything fancy. Just get it in a knot so it doesn't fall off. Okay. And there you have your treasure keeper. Looks like the stick's kind of bent in a little bit, but that's okay. That'll still work. And now, when you're out hiking and walking and you come across something that you think is pretty neat, you can weave it in and it will stay in your treasure keeper. So I've got a little bit of ivy that I found. That we can weave back and forth through the strings. And I picked up a little leaf from a daffodil that I'm going to weave through, up and down, back and forth. I have a second one too. How about if I weave that in as well? All right. Cut this string off here. And I found one daffodil that was open this morning. They all kind of closed with the cold snow that we had. Put that in. Alright, how's it looking? And I actually got some flowers from Marty, our magnificent maple tree. Tuck those in here. Oh, that's starting to look nice. Look at that. There's another one. I'll put that down at the bottom. All right. And there is your wait a minute, it's all falling apart here. And everything turned around. How's that? There is your nature treasure keeper made from a stick. All right. For those of you that are celebrating Easter this weekend, have a blessed Sunday. I hope it's filled with family and love and laughter. Make sure that you get outside to play at least 15 minutes today, and make today a good day to play outside. We'll see you on Monday. Bye.